Getting installed, guys. Okay, let's see if I can find Alexa. There she is. Hi, guys. Hi, Eric. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Yay. Hey, I didn't realize I could do some titles, so we're how to motivate students today over summer. Yay.
Should we think we should do, I'm vertical right now. Do you think we should do horizontal or vertical?
That's a good question. I haven't tried horizontal. I do prefer horizontal, but I don't know if I don't think Instagram likes that.
Well, then I'll just stick to vertical.
Yeah, Instagram likes the vertical. Yeah, okay. And I'll try and save it. I think it'll save to my IGTV, and then I can hopefully download that from there.
Yay!
Hey. Yes, I have to exactly put it a little higher. Perfect. Hi, guys. So we're going to be talking about how to motivate our kids during summer. I always say kids. You know what I mean. My students. Alexa's students.
Just any student.
Any student. Okay. And we'll talk about prizes and stuff like that too a little bit. Touch on what we talked about last week. And a little bit about how we run our studios during the summer, especially because I'm sure it's different for you and even for me and even within my school. So we'll be handing out some goodies. The link in my bio and in Alexa's bio, you guys can subscribe and get all those goodies we're going to be talking about today. And we'll mention this throughout the live too, in case new people join. If you have questions, put them below because we can see your comments and we can answer them. So it's 10.
Oh, yay!
Yay! This is our first Instagram live and together. It's so cool.
Wow.
So last week we did a Facebook live. I was invited on Alexa's page on Facebook, and we talked about how to motivate students in general and prizes. And what else did we talk about?
Let's see. We talked about how we can celebrate their achievements. I shared some signs where students could take photos with them and certificates. And then you shared, you got your own prize box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to share my Amazon box today again.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I should bring my prizes as well.
You can. While I'm saying something you want to run and get your prizes, you can do that.
Sure, yeah.
Do that. There you go. So yeah, we'll talk about prizes. I definitely like giving my stickers and candies and little prizes when they finish their 100 days of practice or any practice paper that we'll show you guys today actually. So there she is. Perfect. Okay, so we can get to it. So this is Alexa from Piano Language. She is a very talented and young piano teacher in Phoenix, Arizona. I am so impressed with you. Literally, you are busting out so many books and everything. I love what you do with kids. I am Tara. I own my own method, Cascade method, and my own school. Anyway, we both love to teach, very passionate about it in case you can't tell. And we're excited to share a little bit of what we do to help our kids practice over summer, because we know during the year they're in a groove and everything, but in summer it's a little bit harder to get them to practice. So we need every little motivator we can get to help them do that. So maybe I'll start. I'll just share a little bit about the book right now. So this is a cute little monthly book, challenge practice book. So each month has a theme, and the kids get to practice. Every day they practice, they color in a little bubble. So you can't tell a lot unless I go really, oh, there we go. If I go really close, so you got a little snowman for January. And the point of the monthly practice book is that the students get a chance to start fresh every month, right? So each month they get to fill in the bubbles and they try to get as many days as they can. And it's okay if they don't do the whole 30 or 31 days or 28 if we're in February. And then you can give them a little prize when they're done, no matter what, because you always want to reward any effort they do, you know. And so in today's live, if you guys click on the links in both of our bios and you subscribe, you'll get access to, I'll be sharing 3 months of, so we got, I'm going to show you the 3 months I got. We're almost done with June, but it doesn't hurt. You can always give, for the last week, they can start filling out. Actually, I'm going to go like this so you can see the flag behind this guy. Okay, here's the sun for June. It's the cool sun. And then for July, we are in America, so I did an American flag. So each day they get to color a little shape. And then in August, to me, I made it, it was a watermelon slice, but maybe kids want it to be a pizza slice. Who knows? Either way, it feels like summer. Like by the pool, there's pizza and there's watermelons. Anyway, so this is on sale on Amazon for a couple more days, but you can get those 3 free months right now if you subscribe to our letter and the links and everything. Now, Alexa has very pointed books and everything. She is on it for summer. So I'm excited for you to share everything you have.
Okay, I want to share this book first because we're talking specifically about summer. Now, like you were saying, it's really easy for students to get off track. The brain just goes off because there's no school, and it might be the same case with piano lessons, which we definitely do not want that to happen. So, in my opinion, I think the summer is actually the best time to get as much practice as they can, make the most progress. And I'm actually able to do that with all my incentives that I do. My students get excited every year just for summer. So one of them I'm going to be sharing, I actually started using this year. So it's called Summer of Music, and it's actually a songbook with 10 songs or pieces. Yeah. We titled last week. I always say songs instead of pieces because my students they're like, what, pieces? I don't know.
What is that? What does that mean?
And this book is all about incentives. So I got some previews. I got this checklist, and I noticed that everything's flipped around. I don't know why it's doing that.
It's Instagram. I wonder, no, if I click little arrows, it's going to point to my.
Yeah. I was actually looking at that. But maybe you guys can try to read it flip-flopped.
Just flip your brain, guys. Just flip your brain.
So this is just the checklist, and then sorry about the glare as well. There's just a checklist at the beginning of the book, and I have all the songs, and there's a different challenge for each piece. And so some of them, they're very specific towards that piece. So the school is near. I thought that would be cute to put that at the end of the book when they're getting close to the end of the summer. And this piece was fun because I was very specific on articulation. I had staccatos and slurs, and it just kept flip-flopping back and forth. So I made the challenge for the student to reverse any of the staccatos. They play it legato.
Oh my gosh.
Any of the slurs, they have to play it staccato. That was their challenge.
That's a great exercise. That's super smart.
Yeah, and then I just got some fun other ones like teach a family member how to play this piece. Like they can teach it by rote, and challenging to memorize this piece or play it with the blindfolds on. Just
oh my God, the kids
like
love that. They love it.
And now the challenges aren't the only thing about the book. I have created these beach box, which I got. Here are the 50 beach bucks. These are the smallest.
Beach bucks. Cute.
And I put Beethoven's face in the center, and they earn these beach bucks whenever they complete a piece or a challenge, and their goal by the end of the summer is try to collect as many as they can. I have a little certificate at the end, and then they get to fill in how many beach bucks they've earned. And yeah, this is what they look like after they're cut out. And then I got some nice colors here.
Very cool. Kids love money.
Yeah.
Like Monopoly. They just love it. It's a great motivator.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of up to the teacher on what to do with the beach bucks. Some people were asking me, like, what should I do? Well, you can do prizes, which we'll actually talk about a little later. You can also just celebrate online. Just say, do a Facebook post or Instagram post for your studio page and say, this student got blah, blah, blah beach bucks. And you can get a photo of them with their certificate.
Showing them off. And they love it. They love to see themselves on social media or any picture you take. Like, let me see, let me see. It's all about being popular. It makes them feel really good.
Yes. And I mean, you can just do whatever you want to celebrate. It's all up to you. There's a lot of wiggle room with that. That's one of the reasons why I like that. It also allows you to get a little creative, see whatever your students like the most.
Yep.
A lot of ideas.
Yeah, no, you definitely have to tailor yourself. I think we all do this naturally. We tailor ourselves to our students. We know what they like and what they don't, what works best for them. You know, maybe all your beach bucks, I'm sure you do that with a lot of students. Maybe some don't like it. I don't know. And then you do a different kind of thing. I know you have a point system.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was actually going to talk about that later as well. But you can also give them points, convert the beach bucks to points. Right now, I'm just keeping them separate.
Yeah.
Right. And then this book is actually for late beginners. Since this is the first book, I thought I'd do a test run and see how it goes. And it looks like.
Do you have the book with you?
Yeah. So, well, this is all digital.
Yeah.
And I got the beach bucks there.
Okay.
And then
I don't know if you printed your book, because I'm like, I'd love, even if you could just show us a little bit what one of the pieces look like, would be awesome.
Yeah. So we got ocean waves. All the titles are summer themed. I made sure that happened.
Perfect.
And then you can see at the bottom, there's that. Oh man, that glare is just driving me crazy. Here we go. I like my sheet protectors. Then at the bottom of the page, we got our challenge.
Okay.
And,
that's super smart. I love that.
And then it just shares how many beach bucks you get. And it just, the challenges are all different. The beach bucks range between 50 and 100, depending on how challenging it is. And then they all come with teacher duets, because I'm just crazy about duets. Like, it doesn't matter if we're doing online lessons. I'm going to find a way to do duets. I got recordings of all the teacher duets, and they're actually available for the studio license, because I know a bunch of other teachers might be interested in that.
That's awesome. Yeah, duets are huge. They make kids feel so good. There's so much music at one time that they're like, wow, I'm doing this, right? And also, I'm sure you know, like you've talked about this before, where it really helps kids with rhythm and steadiness and everything. There's so many pros to like doing duets. So yeah, it is a bummer about this COVID situation, but you are finding a way around it, which is awesome.
Yes, just recording, even if you, for other books, if you don't have the duets recorded, you can just record them yourself, send it over to the student. You can even do it during the lesson.
Yeah, I do voice memo for or I'll do voice memo or a video if parents are requesting one really quickly, but you have your fancy equipment too. That's just nice for the kids.
And then I got one more preview. I got fireworks inspired by the 4th of July.
Ooh.
These are more the harder songs in the book. And then you can see it's got that challenge again. What is this
Probably
one?
A lot of beats.
This one's a challenge to try to play it as fast as you can at 180 or faster. Because
it's just playing fast.
Yeah. I mean, this is just kind of one of those cool, fast, flashy jazz pieces that just a lot of fun.
Love it. Makes me want to try that with all my little kiddos.
Gotta be careful though, because they might want to go too fast and they're still like figuring out the notes and the rhythms. Because they get excited a little too soon, a little too early. Yeah.
Do you ever notice that the boys like to go faster than the girls? I don't know if that's like that in your studio. Or is it kind of even?
I mean, it's kind of hard to compare because I think my studio is like 75% girls and 25% boys. I don't know. I would have to.
Okay, I feel like all my boy students always want to play all their pieces super fast. I'm like, slow down a little bit. Like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, but I've seen girls come in and I give them a really nice, relaxing piece, and then they play it like triple or double the speed, and it just drives me crazy. They're like, okay, let's calm down
a little bit. It says Andante at the beginning, not Allegro.
Yeah. Well, it seems like sometimes they put Presto.
Yes.
It's just that. I mean, I have like one girl student she just wants to play everything fast, and sometimes I have to teach her, you gotta take a deep breath. Everything can't be fast. I mean,
it must be torture when she has to play slow.
Yeah, well, I mean, she doesn't do bad when she plays it slow, but it's just one of those things that she wants to play it fast first before going back slow.
Totally. But is there anything else about this book that you want to talk about that we didn't cover?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you wanted to talk. I think you have your summer practice challenge also.
Oh yeah. So speaking of more summer themed stuff, I got the summer practice challenge. Now I actually created this 2 years ago. Okay. And this one's great because you can use it for all of your students. I tried to make the challenges so that you can try to fit them between the different levels, but of course you can adjust them if you need to. And there's things like completing pieces. And again, my students get confused about the pieces. I wish I put /songs.
Oh.
And then we got theory pages /worksheets, or if they're using a method, I use Piano Pronto for my students, and there's not a lot of theory pages in the lesson books, so I tell them that they can create their own worksheets. Ooh. Get a little creative there. Perform a piece in front of your parents. This has to be a real performance. It can't. One of my students told me last year, oh, I was practicing the song while my mom was cooking in the kitchen. No, that's not a performance. You gotta get dressed. You gotta present. You gotta sit them right in front of you, and then you gotta do your bow. Real performance, not a practice session. Yeah. And then I just got some other fun challenges, and then I give them a chance to make up their own personal goal that they want to complete by the end of the summer. Also, it's good because it's good just to create goals in general in life. Of course. Yeah.
It gives kids directions, and even us, like I know I'm a goal-oriented person. I have my to-do list. Like I have to knock things out. Like I know where I'm going. It's not just like, what am I do today?
Yeah, exactly. I'm the exact same way. I create goals every single day just so I can complete my list. I think that's really important for students to be able to learn as well, because I think they don't teach that as much in schools. Mm-hmm. It's good to learn that somewhere.
Yep. Why not in piano lessons? I always say piano lessons is more than piano lessons, and a lot of times I say like, I'm like not their therapist, but kind of like, and you want to be there for them. You know you're going to be with them for a really long time. You have to create that trust and that base, and they'll learn so much more. But yeah, teaching them like how to structure their lessons and having these little goals, and we help them set those little goals, right? But at some point, like hopefully they can do it for themselves.
Yeah, and then, of course, like you were saying, I guide them with the goal. I give them ideas. Yep. If they're older students, then they may be able to figure one out for themselves. I tell them it has to be something challenging enough that gives yourself a little push, but not so challenging that it's impossible to complete.
And then you'll discourage. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, I usually ask my bigger kids, either I haven't tried it at the beginning of the summer, which I should probably do that, but at like in the fall, I'm like, okay, this year, like what are your like 3 main things that you want to get better at? And a lot of kids like they say they want I'm on okay, sorry, someone called and it's spam. That's annoying. I don't know why I did that. And I'm on silent mode, so they called twice. So yeah. So I set like, I'm like, what are your 3 things? And a lot of times I'll say like, they want to get better at sight reading, theory, and I don't know, composition, but I usually have them like tell me a goal, you know, like what do you want to get better at?
And it's also good to have a goal that they know exactly when they have completed it. It can't be something general, like, just get better at songs.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that mean? Get better at songs. I don't know what that means. Gotta set something specific.
Yeah.
Tangible. And then I got learn a new challenge piece gives them a chance to give them a little push, and it gives me the opportunity to finally go through all my books and find something and just play them a bunch of songs and see what they like. And then, so the fun part about this challenge is that I challenge them to try to complete the whole list by the end of the summer. And if you can do that, you'll get a big prize from me. And we'll share the prizes a little later. And if you can complete it first before all the other students, you'll get an even bigger prize. And get this, I already had a student who completed it last week in like 3 weeks.
In less than a month?
Yeah.
That's crazy. When does your summer start? Do you start it like on the 1st of June or mid-May? Like when do you start your summer?
This year, I started it right when kids got out of school because they all got it mid-June on that same day. But last year, I believe I started it on June 1st. But you can decide however you want to do that. If you feel like if you feel like these challenges would be a little too hard for just 2 months, and you can try to
stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all adjustable, and you can see you can adjust that starting date at the top. This is actually from last year.
That's crazy. You have a student that already finished it. Push it out. Love it.
It's just a lot of fun. And then I have signs. I have them take photos with whenever they complete the challenge. Quite haven't figured out how to take photos with signs with online lessons. I got a different method of doing that, but it's not quite the same. I'm having them take photos with the certificate. I mean the paper. Yeah,
and you Photoshop it in.
Yeah, well, actually, I was gonna say I just add in the words I completed the summer practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do something like that. Add cute little emojis and hearts and stuff.
Kids love those. Have you thought about like sending it to parents and having them print one, or is that you don't want to put that on the parents?
Actually, yeah. I just sent the file to all the parents this year. But other years before, I just print off 40 copies or whatever, and then I just hand them to the student.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I love your pictures on Facebook, seeing all the little kids, especially like, I know this is not related, but the ones, your birthday ones, those crack me up. I feel like, don't you have like a treasure chest or a costume chest with all these hats and everything?
Yeah, I got a special happy birthday crown that I actually got from the dollar store.
Okay.
It's a little crown.
Love the dollar store.
The girls love wearing the crowns, and the boys like wearing them just to be funny. And then I also have this crazy colored boa scarf.
That is the boa, yeah.
And then that works not just for birthdays, but for anything else. And then I have some cool sunglasses shades, and I have other hats, just general gold. I got a gold hat that gets used a lot. And then I have sparkly blue hats, sparkly pink hats.
Love it.
I think, those are the big ones. I have the gold hat is the biggest, most popular, and the scarf gets used. It seems like every single photo.
I'm a little jealous of the fact that you get to do home lessons because I travel to my kids and I can't fit everything I would want in my car. Or it would literally be just, I need a piano car only. It's like a movable studio.
Yeah, that'd be a little crazy to have to bring those cars. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could, I guess you could make room in your trunk for all of those things.
Yeah.
But I use them probably, I would say 2 times a week or 3 times a week.
It's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have the signs for birthdays, like you said. Might celebrating the first lesson, 1 year lessons, 2 years, etc. And then I finished my book. Oh, the summer practice challenge.
Yeah. There's tons. There's so many, can't keep track.
There's some more, but those are just the most popular ones.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to talk about prizes now before we talk about the drawing contest blog and that kind of stuff? Should we do that?
Yeah, sure. So I got a couple different boxes. Okay. I have my small 25-point prize boxes. And after, actually, no, wait, I should share the deal about the points for anyone who's new. So I give out points for songs/pieces, theory, whatever you can think of. I just give them points, and I have a point tracker for every one of my students. I print them off onto nice, pretty colored paper, or cardstock, and then I put them in a sheet protector, and then we can just mark them off with a dry erase marker. I just like saving paper that way. And if a student quits, they can give it back to me, and I can reuse it for another student. So I have these prizes when they pass 25 points, 100, and 500. And actually, the 25 doesn't get used much. It's really just for when they win games. Maybe for the younger students, if they don't get as many points, those prize boxes are really great. But I got some of my 500 prizes.
Whoa.
And actually, it's a little overloaded right now because I got my box. And then I actually have a shelf in my bookshelf with more 500-point prizes. And they just grabbed a few because I actually can't fit them all. But I'm just going to share some of my favorites. We got Goofy Putty or slime.
Silly, any putty.
Yeah.
Kids are obsessed.
This one actually happens to be glow in the dark. And I get a ton of my prizes from the dollar store. I'm just crazy about that. I got the Rubik's Cube.
What is that? It's so shiny.
And then they also got little emojis. Not this one, but they also have Rubik's Cubes with little emojis. I haven't gotten the chance to get one, but those kids love those Rubik's Cubes. I actually haven't had one come back to me and said they solved it. So maybe we'll do something fun if they can. I don't know. And then I got the big tubes of Play-Doh.
Yes.
I got this crazy lollipop.
Oh my God.
And then, like I said, they like taking photos with the scarf. So I got this crazy.
That's so cute. I need to get me some scarves. That just dresses it up so fast, and that I can definitely throw in my car.
Yeah, that one's definitely easy. And then I just got some other fun. I got some glow-in-the-dark sticks over in the bag. And then they love candy. I actually only have one here because they took the rest out.
Oh my God. That's the first thing that goes.
These are great. I just get the fun sizes packs from the dollar store, and then they just go out every time I restock up. And then I just whatever, even the stuff, if kids have old things to donate, you can always take those in.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't
or if you just find stuff like this. This is very unique. This is from Home Depot for, I think, $1 or $2. And whenever you look in the glasses at Christmas lights, then they all appear as little reindeers.
Oh my God, that
And
is
we got
so
this during
cool.
Christmas time. And they also have Santa ones and candy canes. I know it's crazy talking about Christmas right now, but it's a really cool idea. And sad thing is I brought these in like a week before Christmas, and I still have them.
You're stocked up for this coming up Christmas.
Yeah,
you're good.
Actually, I do have some more candy. This is that, and that's pretty much the only other candy one I have. I just got. There's my box.
How cute.
It's a little worn out, as you can tell, but I just spray painted into gold because I'm crazy about gold. Even my logo colors for piano language are gold because you gotta have gold. And then it used to say points. I gotta fix that. I actually ran out of letters, but
oh my God.
there's the 500-point prize box for you.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my Amazon box. Mine is as like yours. It's worn out, but the kids love it, and it's the Amazon Gold. That's really funny. I've never gotten a box like this, but one day I went on Amazon and I got all sorts of prizes. I'm like, what do the kids like? What would they like and stuff? Literally, their eyes light up when they finish. So I usually give this after. This prize box is for when they finish like their practice days. At the end of each lesson, I give candy. It takes kids like forever to pick candy. I've seen like memes of like looking like a skeleton. Like that's pretty much all of us.
Yeah.
Either stickers or candy. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
But so when they finish their 100 days, which is similar to the other practice book, the monthly one, this one's 100. It's just bigger themes and it's a longer period of time. But anyway, they get to pick prizes from this box. So I will show you a little bit of what's in here. So here's like what you said, random things. So my mother-in-law like gave me this little teddy bear. I'm like, okay, well, just put you in here. She gave me some like really creepy spider. But some kid took that one. These guys are like their favorites. The scrunchies.
Oh yeah.
Visco girls, I guess. And I even had boys that like wanted those. I'm like, okay, I won't ask questions. One of them was like, it's for my friend. I'm like, okay, sure. Uh-huh. I'm a super girly girl, so I went to Claire's and I like anything that was on sale. So these are cute little earrings for the little ones, stick-on earrings. Who doesn't love that? I loved that when I was little. Oh, like look at these cute little piggy earrings. Oh my gosh, I just can't. See, so I like bought a whole set and then cut it up. So
that's so cute.
I got some emojis. I know you had emojis too.
Yeah.
I love these.
I have those emojis in my 100-point prize box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put everything in one box because you have a lot more like different goals and everything that I do. I'm just like, 100 days. That's what let's go. Let's practice. Little bubbles, the Rubik's Cubes, it's a mini one. The kids love those.
Those are so cute.
Here's a little monkey emoji. Gotta love that one. These are like light up rings that the kids, they light up. Whatever. What else is in here? Oh yeah, here's the slime.
Oh yeah, you gotta have slime.
Gotta have your slime. Your little stamps, like little butterfly stamps. Oh, two other things that kids love. So here's this is not a cute one. Let me get a cute one. Well, here's an animal eraser. Here's a little penguin animal eraser.
Actually, you won't believe this. I was about to say that I forgot to mention this early, but the animal erasers are one of the most popular ones. And then you just showed the little penguin. I actually have that exact same animal eraser.
That's crazy. Yeah, these are like the take apart. They just like love taking them apart and then putting them back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are great. I've seen so many teachers use like these little things on the piano for like learning scales and all that stuff. Like these are so useful. But anyway, they're in my prize box. Oh, another thing I'm obsessed with at Claire's, they're a little bit more expensive. So, but they're like the cutest little sparkly keychains. I just can't. Like that's for the girls. I bought like baseball cards or whatever for the boys. And then the other thing I was going to show, not the animal erasers, but all the kids have taken them. They're so cute. I can't. It's these little, they're like smushy little things. Yeah. They feel gooey and smushy, and the kids just love them.
I like how you describe them.
Smushy, gooey thingies. Anyway, so this is my prize box that I carry in my car. And literally, like, when I know a student has completed the 100 days, and usually siblings are around the same time. So I'm like, while I have a lesson with one, I'm like, okay, put them on the side. And I'm like, you have 30 minutes to figure out what you want. Because it literally takes them that long. They like take everything out. So I'm like, thank God I'm not sitting there waiting for them to choose that.
My boxes are so full, but it drives me crazy when they just take everything out, because I have to put them back.
Like organize a little bit.
Yeah, or otherwise the box won't fit. It just drives me crazy that they just take out everything.
Oh, they don't know. They're just like, ooh, what's this?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has seen my studio photos, I'm very organized. I actually did a live stream just about my organization.
I think I saw one about you organizing your books and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I got my bookshelf. Let me show you. Right
there it is.
And that shelf is a little empty right now. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That one's a little empty right now because I have my big pile of books on the side because I use them all the time. But I'm just very crazy about organizing, and I organize the prizes in a certain way, and then it just drives me crazy.
No, but like talking about organizing, like that is so important for kids, and having a structure. Like if we're not organized as teachers, it's just messy for the kids. Like being organized is crucial for like them to learn and to know what to expect and everything. I think that's like so important. I need to do a whole thing on like being organized.
Yeah, organized physically, like your studio and mentally.
Everything.
And your lessons.
Yeah, I have a structure for my lessons.
Yeah.
Like, kids know it. That's why like going like on Zoom or whatever, FaceTime was so easy, because I even just when I show up, before I even start my lesson or sit down, the kids are already doing what they know I'm going to ask them. They start with their playlist, and then they start like they're on autopilot. Like it's the best thing ever. They know exactly what to expect.
Yeah. That's lots of fun. And should I start talking about drawing contests?
Okay. Wait for that.
So I created this idea, I think 2 years ago, about drawing contests. So we take a topic. It can be anything musical related. My very first contest was about forte. So the students drew something that was loud. And my most recent one was about major versus minor, which gives me the perfect opportunity for a theory lesson for them. And then they can draw it. But it also gave me the opportunity to talk about the multiple meanings of major and multiple meanings of minor. One perspective is major's happy, minor's sad. But I was also able to talk about major could also mean excited, or relaxed, or minor's depressed, or mysterious. I mean, there's just so many different characteristics. And I have them draw based on the topic I give them. So, and there's a few criteria. So, sorry, my mind was completely blank. Oh, it has to be related to the topic. It has shown effort and creativity.
I know, like, your kids are insanely talented at drawing. Like, I saw the major minor one. Was it the rain one or the, like...
Wait, I was going to share that. I was going to share that real quick.
I'm so excited. Like, I cannot believe how good these kids draw. Like, I'm like, wow, they can draw for me.
Yeah. Actually, one of my students, he's very great at drawing. I feel a little bad for the other kids because
you know he might win
every single contest. It seems like he's just naturally talented, but it's not just that he's natural at it, but I can tell he actually puts a lot of effort. Like he's telling me it takes him the whole entire week, like an hour each day. Like he does rough drafts and
that's so cute.
It's just crazy. He 2 years ago, he was 9 or 8, and he won that contest. And he keeps winning the contest. I mean,
Yeah, because you
It's
have
just
people
crazy.
vote, don't you, on Facebook?
Yeah, so then what I do is take photos of all the drawings, and then I post them on my Facebook because I'm very crazy about Facebook. Much more crazy than Instagram. Sorry for anyone that loves Instagram more. And I have people vote on their favorite. It's really simple. They can either comment their favorite number. I like to just edit in the number, which drawing number.
Yeah.
And then, or they can like the photo, and then I just write them down, all the votes on a piece of paper, give them a couple of days to vote. And then usually I get anywhere between 50 votes to 150 votes.
Crazy.
It's just, teachers just love voting for these kinds of things.
Yeah.
I just easily get votes. It's just really nice for me. And then what I do is celebrate with them. I tell them before the contest, if you win, your drawing gets put up on the wall for all the students to see. I get photos of them with the drawing put up on the wall. You can also, I got these little sticky notes with letters, and I write out the words on the wall, drawing contest winners, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you can also give them points. You can have them take a photo with a sign. I have another one for that, just for winning the drawing contest. I mean, you can just do so much with that. So now I'm going to share. Oh.
I'm so excited because it's so impressive how good these kids draw. Like, I can't even.
I have my studio in the garage right now for in-person lessons. So I actually took some of my favorite drawings and already pinned them up, but I still have some really great ones here. So well, let me start with the second place winner for our major versus minor drawing contest. So I had them draw something major and something represent for minor. So this was our second place winner.
Oh, cute.
And the student who did this, she was, I think, 7 years old at the time. Yeah. And
I think it's important too that, like, I think you put the student's age on there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so then when we're voting, we're like, oh, that 7-year-old did that. Like, you know.
Yes. It's a very important factor because then the older kids usually get the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not fair. And then our first place winner that keeps winning every time. He's 10 years old when he drew this. This one.
I voted for
Claire.
that. No, I did.
I gotta take it out. There we go. He does an amazing job every single time. And
it's so like expressive too, like the little the sad like looking down, like oh my god.
He's got little tears in his eyes. I mean, I think it's also about perspective because a student was making a drawing. I was like, oh, interesting. Why did you draw that? What were you envisioning? I was just noticing, like, not only did he get the drawings, but he also got specific colors. Like, oh, I noticed you got these bright colors here, and then but his pajamas are gray. Well, over here, the background are dark colors, and his clothes are colorful. I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool about how students perceive things. I had another drawing done by a 13-year-old student, and he drew waves crashing for major and fire for minor.
Okay.
And that was really cool because one of my students was like, wait, waves crashing, it's kind of dark and evil. It's like, but it's about how you perceive it, because he was imagining like calm ocean waves. And then the minor, the fire just burning. Yeah. It was just very cool. I just love seeing all the creativity.
I think it's a great way also to get to know your student, you know, like you get an inside view of their perspective and how they think, because we all think so differently. And I mean, that's a great way to do that.
And totally. And I was just asking the questions like, how did you become inspired? Where did you get these ideas? Yeah. It's just so cool. That's some really creative students. They just love doing these drawing contests. Reason why I'm sharing this specifically is because I'm assuming many of you guys are still doing online lessons, and the drawing contests work perfectly because parents can just take a photo and send them in, and then you can just post all the photos online and get your votes.
Totally.
And it just works great, especially for the summer. You get some
and they have
fun
tons of time to do that.
Yeah, and it's just extra fun for them.
Yeah, I love it. Yay! Did you want to talk about our last thing, the Mystic Lands freebie?
Yeah. So I just want to share a freebie for all of you, whoever is new to me. I got. I'm very crazy about late beginner music, and this one is a mysterious freebie. It comes with the teacher duet parts from one of my songbooks called Rock Out, one of the most popular ones.
Yep.
And I'm just giving away the freebie for all of you. And Tara has a special link and that we're going to be sharing. And at the bottom, there's a little link where you'll get a message, Facebook message from me with the links to everything, the freebie link. Yeah. And then I got the link for the Summer of Music songbook that I was mentioning at the beginning, the blog for the Summer Practice Challenge, and the drawing contest blog, because you get to see more cool photos of all their creative drawings. Perfect.
Yeah, so it's in my bio. I have a link. It's a landing page, and you'll see both of our bios, so make sure under Alexa's bio, it says click here to get all. So that's where you get all the freebies. So click there and you'll get access to all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one last thing that we wanted to talk about a little bit is how we run our studios during the summer. I know, and I'm sure we're going to say things that are completely different than the way, that you guys run your studio too. I know for me, even within my own, I have my music school where I have 10 teachers that work for me and they have their students. And then I have my own students. I have 30 plus students. And I have very strict policies during the year. I'm a workaholic and I'm let's go. And then I really look forward to summer for a little bit of a break, right? So I'm usually able to condense my students down to a couple days, 1 to 2. During the year, I'm working 4 days. I used to teach 7, now I'm down to 4, and I still make the same, which is insane. Don't know how that's happening, but it's happening. So I got it down to 2 days, which gives me a lot of time to work on Cascade method and making books and all of that stuff, right? But when I do condense my kids down to 2 days, I'm doing a lot more laid back things with them. Pop songs and all that stuff to keep it fun and light. But yeah, so for me, it's even different than with my school, because my school, I ask, and it's also different because of COVID this year, right? The fact that there's COVID means that a lot of families aren't traveling as much. So a lot of them are still here. So there's actually more lessons this summer than there usually is on summers where we're allowed to travel a lot.
Yeah.
And I usually have the families and the teachers communicate and talk about their schedule. Some teachers, maybe they want a break too, so they do less lessons, or vice versa. Family wants a little bit of a break, which is fine too. Or they can just keep going, There's the only rule I have is a 24-hour cancellation policy. So they can go out through the summer or they can stop. It doesn't matter. And for me too, they can all stop or they can all continue. It doesn't matter. Financially, I know for us teachers, if we don't work, we don't get the money, so we have to budget that during the year. But that's a little bit of how it works on my end. So I'm curious how you run your studio.
It's very interesting because I feel like I do the exact opposite. I try to encourage as many students to continue in the summer as possible. Because I just got so many challenges and ideas that I want them to take advantage of. And I actually, instead of having them do less lessons, I encourage them to add on more lessons.
Good for you.
And what I've been doing, especially this year, I took some of my most practicing students and I offered them the opportunity to add on an extra 15-minute lesson in between in the week, or even a 30-minute lesson.
Nice.
So if, let's say, there are lessons on Wednesday, they can add on to Saturday, or however you want to do that. So we can space it out, and it just gives them more time to practice.
Of course.
And because I notice some of my students, they do really well during the school year, and I know they do even better during the summer. Yeah. And if you're wondering, what can we do in 15 minutes? We use this as just a lesson to just check up on their songs and see how they're doing. Because sometimes I might tell them to practice it a certain way during their 30-minute lesson, and they already forgot about that in the middle of the week. So now I get the chance to remind them, and so that they're not practicing it wrong the whole entire week. It just, I mean, it definitely helps. I'm actually loving this so much that I want to do it more throughout the whole school year. I think the 15-minute checkup lesson is really awesome.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want students to miss anything, and it's just great to check up on them. And then I had one student who's doing twice a week lessons for 30 minutes. I was thinking, oh my gosh, because she's actually only 9 years old or 8 years old, but she learned so fast. And actually, this is the exact same student that we were talking about earlier. She loves to play songs really fast. She learns things really quickly, and but she's not as great with rhythms. So I have to check up on the rhythms. But once I play for her, she gets it right away. So it's really great to check up on her. And I mean, they've just been shooting over the roof with their progress. It's just so exciting.
I love it. Yeah, that's definitely so different. During the school year, what's your like policies, or like, do you work a lot, or what's the difference between that and in the summer?
I would say, well, I don't know what's going to happen after this summer, because I kind of changed things up a little bit this year. But normally I do less lessons during the school year, and then just a teeny bit more during the summer. I only have 2 students. One of them is out of town for the whole entire summer, and the other one's out of town for half the summer. But I'm pretty much seeing everyone for every single
whole year.
Yeah.
I think that my mindset comes from having a mom as a teacher, and for us, summer was like everything stops. We usually go and travel and go see my family in France. So it's like, that's my mindset from the beginning. And like, I want to be a mom and have kids and everything. And like, I want to be able to like spend that time with my kids during the summer, which is why I bust my butt during the year, and we go really hard with all the students, and then we like lay back during the summer. So it's interesting. And I'm curious like what other teachers do too. I'm sure it's so different everywhere.
Yeah. I bet some teachers do maybe a combination of both. Allow students, give them the option if they want to do less lessons, or give them the option to do more lessons. You just get that balance.
Yeah, and I can see like I see teachers that are always advertising, oh, time to sign up for your summer lessons and everything. Like, and I think maybe some teachers like really maybe financially also want that structure. You know, which makes total sense. I like to just save during the year so that I can have a little bit of a break. But yeah, it's so many different ways to do it.
I mean, and we could also do group lessons during the summer. Possibly not this year.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you can do it online, but
that's interesting because like I want to start group lessons. I've never done. I'm shy. In case some of you can't tell, I don't know. Like one-on-one, maybe it's easier, but group lessons or more than one-on-one just scares me. But then I think about like, oh, 3 little kids, like that's not that bad. So I do eventually want to, do group lessons. So I'll be starting to like ask teachers, like, what are your favorite things to do in group lessons and everything? I'm like really curious.
And I mean, I came up with some ideas for myself, for future lessons in summer, and I really want to do sometime in the future lessons where students focus on doing duets with each other,
Oh, that's
or
so
even
cool.
trios.
Yeah.
I just think that would be such the coolest thing, because I have a bunch of duets, I have a bunch of trios, and it's just kind of hard to get students playing duets with each other unless
It
with their
is.
siblings.
And
But
they have to be the same level and everything. Like, it is hard. Like, it's easy when we're teachers because we know how to adapt and, like, oh, they missed a note or beat. Like,
yeah,
we quickly, we fix it all, you know? But another, like, students trying to do duets, it's like, they just keep doing their thing and then everything gets off and you're like, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah. I mean, I was actually talking about schedule-wise. It's kind of hard to get them, be able to get it, to get them at the same time. Maybe your schedule's kind of jam-packed during the school year, but now that they're off school, you can do it in the morning. You can, I mean, you can just do it whenever you want, feels like.
Yep, totally. Yay! Well, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I think we've covered everything we were going to say.
One more thing.
Okay.
It's a small add-on.
Okay.
For those who are hearing about the point system I do, I actually offer double points to all of my students during the summer as an additional incentive. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Double points.
That will get hey, that's really smart for you, because the kids will be like, with the parents, like, no, Mom, I want to keep doing lessons. And you know exactly why some might be. They want those double points.
Yeah, every year I tell them, sometimes they forget, and then they're like, oh yeah, my double points, I gotta get my double points.
Oh my God.
The new ones, they just get so excited, and then you just practice more songs, and just,
yeah.
It's just crazy how much you can do where with the points, or just even just bringing that excitement to the lessons.
Totally. Like we said, anything we can find to motivate, and that is a great way to motivate. Double the points.
Yes.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah. And then that was it. That was my last thing.
Yay. Well, this was super jam-packed and a ton of great information, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Again, the links are in our bios. If you click it, you can either subscribe to my newsletter and you'll get freebies, or you go under Alexa's profile and underneath you'll see it says click here to be updated, and you can get all the freebies she talked about too, and everything we talked about during the live. And this it'll be saved normally on the Instagram on my page, so you guys can still comment, and we'll go back and comment because I'm noticing some comments under here, or ask some questions and all that good stuff. And oh, good, thank you, Nico. Totally enjoyed. Yay! Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Alexa, for being here today and sharing all your amazing ideas.
No problem. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, and we will see you guys later. Yay! Bye, you guys.
Bye.